what we're going to talk about is really just what are we looking at from an exam standpoint on the cow. And as I walk up to a cow in the post-fresh pen, one of the first things I notice, and this is kind of the chalk talk that we should have in the pen, is her calving date up on her rump. You see the number 18, so that tells me right away how far fresh this cow is. So I can begin to think about what am I especially going to focus on for this cow. So I know how fresh she is. The next thing I'd probably do is take a temp on this cow. And in most transition pens, post-fresh pens will use an electronic thermometer. So we insert that. While we're waiting for that temperature to get a reading on the temperature, I'm also doing some very critical things. I'm looking down at the cow, looking at the udder fill. I'm looking at seeing how she stands on her feet. Is she stomping around? Is she holding one foot up? Because all of those things are important. So udder fill, feet. I'm also looking as I come around the cow here, maybe I've got my temperature now. I'm also looking and seeing, okay, what's the general body condition of this cow? How much definition do I have from the pins to the hooks and at the base of the tail? So I'm kind of getting a feel for body condition. Come over here, some more chalk talk on this cow. Here is just a marking system that we use the first 10 days on these cows, is to delineate. We take a temperature. If the cow's normal temperature, she gets a green mark. So you can see that I know when this cow calved. I can come to this side and I can say this cow had a normal temp for the last 4 days. That's really good information for me. We're taking a look at rumen fill and seeing, you know, from the last rib back to here, is this cow full of feed? The rumen lies right in here. How much of a depression is there in there? And again, that's one more hint for me, is this cow eating well? Okay. I'll also look up here across the ribs, and again, just while I'm taking the temp, I can do all of this. Across the ribs, I'm just looking for a respiration rate. Just a real quick 30-second mini exam. If I get any red flags from this cow, as far as any of the things I've mentioned, then I'll go ahead and do a further physical exam. The other thing that I would mention while we're in back of the cow here is just look for any discharges, any odors that would begin to tip me off that this cow maybe didn't clean, she's got a metritis. And then I'll put all of this information together and say, do I need to do a further physical exam?